Question number 1. Which of the following shows the process of creating something new? Answer is innovation. 2. The entrepreneur was distinguished from capital provider in. Answer 18th century. 3. A corporate manager who starts a new initiative for their company which entails setting up a new distinct business unit and board of directors can be regarded as. Answer is entrepreneur. So entrepreneur is somebody who already works for a company which is established and he starts something new there, while an entrepreneur starts his own new business. Entrepreneur works in a company that's already founded by someone else. 4. Family businesses are always interested to hand over the change of his business to obviously the next generation. Fifth question is EDP, Entrepreneurship Development Program, is required to help the first generation entrepreneurs. 6. A micro enterprise is an enterprise where investment in plant and machinery does not exceed 25 lakh according to the MSMED Act in 2006, but currently it has been changed. And now micro enterprises investment in plant and machinery or equipment should not cross more than 1 crore and the turnover should be less than 5 crore. Whereas for small enterprises, investment should be less than 10 crore and turnover should be less than 50 crore. Medium enterprises, investment not more than 50 crore and turnover 250 crore. Okay. 7. Why should an entrepreneur do a feasibility study for starting a new venture? The answer is to see if there are any possible barriers to success, to see if there are any possible barriers to the success of his business that he is planning to do. 8th question. Which one of the following is the next stage to the concept stage of product planning and development process? So there is idea stage, product planning stage, product development stage and test marketing stage. So after the product planning stage, after the concept stage, the next step is product development stage. 9. What is the process by which individuals pursue opportunities without regard to resources they currently control? Answer is entrepreneurship. 10. An individual who initiates, creates and manages a new business can be called, again, an entrepreneur. 11. Which could provide an individual with the motivation to start a business venture? The financial rewards, a desire to be independent, risk taking. So the answer is all of the above, right? Some people like taking risks. 12. Why are small businesses important to a country's economy? Options are: they give an outlet for entrepreneurs, they can provide specialist support to larger companies, they can be innovators of new products. All are positive options, right? So the answer would be all of the above. 19. Dash is the first development bank of the country. The answer is IFCI and we have the full form in the next question. IFCI stands for Industrial Finance Corporation of India. 15th question. Large investment is made in fixed assets. The project will be termed as capital intensive. That it requires a lot of fixed assets like machinery, etc. It won't be labor intensive or product intensive or market intensive, right? It would be capital intensive. 16. New small scale industries are exempted from the payment of income tax under section 80J under which allowance? Under investment allowance. 18. An individual who initiates, creates and manages a new business can be called, obviously, an entrepreneur. 19. As business grows, time management continues to be an issue, but the entrepreneur's major concern usually becomes, is it setting goals? No. Is it finding, retaining and motivating qualifying employees? Yes. 20. An entrepreneur who owns more than one business at a time is called a portfolio entrepreneur. So I have given the definition here. Portfolio entrepreneurs retain their original or initial business while accumulating other businesses through acquisition, inheritance or establishing them. Then they run these businesses parallelly. While a serial entrepreneur, he is an individual who owns or establishes new businesses. They own numerous businesses over a period run but only one business simultaneously as they step back from an existing business before starting another. So a portfolio entrepreneur has a lot of businesses running parallelly, while a serial entrepreneur is someone who starts a lot of businesses but he steps back from one business when he is looking after the other one. Okay, don't get confused between a serial and portfolio entrepreneur. 21. Idea of a new product is tested in potential consumers to determine consumer acceptance at dash stage. So here the keyword is tested, right? So it would be test marketing. 22. Which one of the following describes unemployment? The number of people who voluntarily choose not to work? No, right? It would be the number of people who are jobless and are actively seeking work. 23. Which one of the following is not considered as one of the building blocks of the model entrepreneur? So, you need technical skills, you need management competences, and you need personal attributes. But it's okay if you don't have business awareness. 24. The purpose of soft loan scheme is to encourage units to undertake all of the above. What are these? Modernization, replacement, and renovation of plant and machinery. So, it's all of the above. Seed capital assistance is dash. It is an initial assistance. Okay, so seed capital is the money raised to begin developing an idea for a business or a new project. This funding generally covers only the cost of creating a proposal. After securing seed financing, startups may approach venture capitalists to obtain additional financing. So the first assistance that you get, that is called seed capital. Once you have established a little, you can go for venture capitalist to obtain additional financing. 26. Dash is primarily concerned with the identification of project demand potential and the selection of optimal technology. So you can see that selection of optimal technology, that's the keyword here. Answer is techno-economic analysis. 27. Promoter is a person who takes part in the incorporation of a company. So promoters of a company are persons who conceive a business idea and work towards its establishment. 28. Which of the following is not an aspect of appraisal of term loans by commercial bank? Answer is societal feasibility. 29. The application for registration of a small scale unit should be submitted to the general manager of the DIC, that is District Industry Center. So it is a scheme launched by the central government in 1978, and it aims to provide all the necessary support and services to entrepreneurs who want to set up a micro, small and medium enterprise, that is MSME, in their districts. 30. A decision which is non-repetitive and novel nature and required to solve unstructured problem is called as program decision, non-program decision, routine decision, strategic decision. So here you can see the keyword novel. Novel means which is new in nature. A decision which is very new. So it won't be a program decision or a routine decision or a strategic decision. It would be a non-programmed decision. 31. Dash is primarily concerned with the identification, qualification and evaluation of the project resources. Answer is feasibility analysis. It's not techno-economic, right? We have looked at this option in a question above. 32. Industries producing complete articles for direct consumption and also processing industries are called as obviously manufacturing industries, right? Because they are producing complete articles for direct consumption. Manufacturers do that. 33. Dash implies the availability or otherwise of a plant and machinery and technical knowledge on how to produce the product. So what do you need? You need technical feasibility and knowledge. Technical feasibility implies the availability or otherwise of plant and machinery and technical knowledge on how to produce the product. 34. Decision taken by an entrepreneur on behalf of his entire enterprise is known as organizational decision. Personal decision, so you can directly cut. Routine decision, no. Strategic decision, no. It is called as organizational decisions. 35. Decisions which are concerned with policy matters and exercise fundamental influence on the objectives of the organization are called as strategic decision. 36. Dash may be defined as the excess of present value of project cash inflows over that of outflows. Answer is net present value technique. So present value, you can see the keyword. 37. Dash is the analysis of costs and benefits of a proposed project with the goal of assuming a rational allocation of limited funds. It is a project appraisal. 38. Dash is a graphical representation of the various activity and event relating to a project. It is a network diagram. You can see graphical representation and diagram. 42. Dash can be defined as a specifically evolved work plan designed to achieve a specific objective within a specific period of time. So a project is something like that you have to get done within a specific period of time, and you have one specific objective. 43. EDP's course contents contain, so EDP is Entrepreneurship Development Program. So general introduction to entrepreneurs, motivation trainings, managerial skills. It would be all of the above. All are positive options. 44. A commercial banker would prefer a dash debt equity ratio over the years as indicates financial strength of a unit. Declining debt equity, right? The answer is declining. 45. Goods or services reach the marketplace through marketing channels. 46. Someone legally appointed to resolve the financial difficulties of an insolvent firm is called an administrator. It won't be a predator, it's not an auditor, it's not a turnaround consultant, it would be an administrator. 48. To provide financial assistance to entrepreneurs, the government has set up a number of financial institutions. 49. LOB stands for line of balance. 50. District industry centers are located in each district. 51. Which of the following is not an inventory? You know, raw material, finished product and consumable tools can be inventories, but machines, they are not an inventory. 52. The time period between placing an order and its receipt in stock is known as lead time. So lead time is when you order a product and then it takes some time for you to get the order, right? Even from Amazon, if you place an order and the day you get the order, so that time gap is known as lead time. 53. The accounts payable, accruals and notes payables are listed on balance sheet as current liabilities, right? Accounts payable, accruals and notes payables, they are payables, so they are current liabilities. 54. The cash and equivalents, inventories and accounts receivables are classified as assets on balance sheet. Account receivable, it's a receivable, so it's an asset on balance sheet. 55. In the situation of bankruptcy, the stock which is recorded above common stock and below debt account is a preferred stock. 56. According to accounting, equation assets are equal to liabilities and equities. 57. The results of business activities are reflected in balance sheet. 58. Balance sheet is a statement which discloses an organization's assets, liabilities and owner's equity. So all of these. 59. Current liabilities need to be paid within one accounting cycle. So all the current liabilities need to be paid within one accounting cycle. 60. Which of the following is a financial asset? Account receivable. 61. The cash flow statement consists of which of the following sections? Answer is operating, investing and financing. So it won't be operating and non-operating, non-current, trading and financial. So these two you can consider as negative options and eliminate it. And usually if you notice, always the longest option is the correct answer. Not always, but sometimes. 62. When does an accountant record a transaction? If it is materialized by a concrete document. It's never on manager's demand, right? So if it is materialized by a concrete document. 63. Which of the following describes a record of the transactions? Answer is journal. 64. Earnings are the result of the difference between revenue and expenses. 65. Which of the following equations represent the balance sheet? Asset equal to liabilities plus shareholders' equity. Asset equal to liabilities plus shareholders' equity. 66. Financially, shareholders are rewarded by dividend. 67. Process control is carried out Process control is carried out when? During the production, right? It's not before production or after production. It is during the production. '68. Low cost, higher volume items require. Answer is B. Little inspection, because it's low cost and higher volume. There's a lot of cheap items, imagine. So it would require only little inspection. 69. High cost, low volume items require. 69. Answer is C. Intensive inspection, because it's high cost. So it would require a lot of intensive inspection. You can imagine like that. 70. A Six Sigma process has defect level before dash defects per million opportunities. The answer is 3.4. A Six Sigma process has defect level before 3.4 defects per million opportunities. 71. The objective of ISO 9000 family of quality management is. Answer is customer satisfaction. It's not employee satisfaction or skill enhancement or environmental issues, right? It is customer satisfaction. You need to provide quality product to the customer for them to be satisfied. 72. The following is or are the machine downtime. 72. The answer is all of the above, right? It could be waste, no material breakdown. All of this time the machine is not working. So that is machine downtime. And all of this can lead to a machine not being used. So that is machine downtime. 73. Dash helps organization to reduce employee turnover and absenteeism. Answer is training and development. 74. Inspection assures that quality problems are solved. Why do we inspect? To check the quality of a product, right? So once you inspect, all the quality problems get solved. 75. Procurement cycle time is time consumed for. Answer all of the above. That is receiving of raw material, inspection of various raw materials, inspection of purchase components parts. So procurement cycle time is consumed for receiving of raw material, inspection of the raw materials, and inspection of the purchased components parts. 76. Centralized and decentralized are the types of. They are types of dispatching. So there can be centralized dispatching and decentralized dispatching. 77. A dash is a set of activities which are networked in an order and aim towards achieving the goals of a project. What? A project is a set of activities which are networked in an order and aim towards achieving the goals of a project. 78. Resources referred to. Answer all of the above, right? Manpower, machinery, material, these are all resources. 79. Developing a technology is an example of. It is a project. 80. The project life cycle consists of understanding the scope of project, objective of the project, formulation and planning various activities. So the answer would be all of the above. 81. Following is or are the responsibilities of the project manager. So budgeting and cost control, allocating resources, tracking project expenditure, all of these are responsibilities of the project manager, right? So the answer would be all of the above again. 82. Following are the phases of project management life cycle. Arrange them in correct order. So what would be the correct order? The answer would be analysis and evaluation, marketing, design, inspection, testing, and delivery. So the answer is 3214. That is A. 83. Design phase consists of input received, output received, both A and B. 84. Project performance consists of time, cost, quality, right? Answer is all of the above. 85. 5 dimensions that must be managed on a project. Answer is features, quality, cost, schedule, staff. It won't be constraint. and priority also you can cancel out. So it is features, quality, cost, schedule and staff. 86. Resource requirement in project becomes constant when the project is in its dash progress. Answer is 80 to 95% progress. 87. One of the initial project documents issued by senior management, which outlines the authority of the project manager, is called a project charter. As a seller, what other document can be used in this place? The answer is a contract. As a seller, right? So it would be a contract. 88. During the planning development process, at times it is necessary to make a certain assumption to enhance the project plan. When the data is not available, in regard to making those assumptions, which one of the following is most true for project planning purposes? The answer is the assumptions will be considered as true, real or certain. 89. A project planning methodology is any structured approach used to guide the project team during development of the project plan. What is an example of this methodology? 89. The answer is standard forms or templates. 90. The engineer of the project in the planning phase and makes a significant contribution to the technical scope. This is an example of what type of skill and knowledge? 90. The answer would be stakeholder. 91. In a program or project plan, there are always revisions to account for new or missing data. Which one of the following provides the best reason for performing a revision of the plan? Answer is project tasks are crashed to meet their end dates. 92. The project closing process is essential to overall project planning. What is considered one of the most important steps in closing the project? Answer is satisfying the contractual obligations. 93. Each project phase is marked by completion of one or more deliverables. It's not task or milestone, it is deliverables. You must have heard project deliverables. 94. The scope statement should contain which of the following? Answer is project objective, the goal of the project, right? 95. The scope management plan is included in which of the following documents? Answer is the scope statement. 96. Milestones established by the customer must be adhered by project manager and functional manager. 97. The decision to request an increase in the resources for a project is responsibility of the project manager, right? The project manager requests for an increase in resources of a project. 98. The decision to request an increase in the resources. Okay, we've already looked at this question. The answer is project manager. 99. In which of the following project phases is the project schedule developed? Answer is in the planning stage. 100. To crash a schedule, you should increase work efforts in those tasks that are on the critical path. 101. Which of the following is not one of the primary needs for good project scheduling? The answer is developing better troubleshooting procedures. 102. The time necessary to complete a project is referred to as project life cycle. 103. The successful project managers spend most of their time communication with the project team. It's not planning or studying the project result. It would be communication with the project team. 104. A prerequisite of effective time management is knowing the dictated project completion date. You need to have a deadline. 105. Which type of project cost estimate is the most accurate? Answer is definitive. 106. Cost budgeting can be best described by which of the following? The process of establishing budgets, standards, and monitoring system by which the investment cost of the project can be measured and managed. 107. Which of the following is a direct project cost? Answer is piping for an irrigation project, right? It's not workers' compensation or lighting and heating for the corporate office. It would be piping for an irrigation project. 108. Life cycle costing is a term that is typically used in the construction industry, not used within the government. So the answer would be E. The answer would be A and B, used when making decisions between alternatives employed principally by the government. 109. Measured quality of a manufactured project is subject to a certain amount of variation, right? Measured quality could subject to a certain amount of variation. 110. Which of the following is the most efficient means of product quality inspection? Variable sampling. So it could be a little different from the sample that was first produced. 111. The primary components of the quality management function are quality planning, quality control, and assurance. So the answer would be A and B. 112. Which of the following has the greatest effect on products' reliability and maintenance characteristic? The answer would be conceptualization and project design. Answer is A and B. 113. Which of the following is a type of intangible business property that is protected by law? Answer is C. Trademark. Which of the following is a type of intangible business property that is protected by law? So trademark is a IPR, which is an intellectual property right. 114. Limited liability, indefinite length of life, ease of expansion, legal entity, and transfer of ownership are considered advantages of a corporation. 115. Which of the following is one way that freedom in a private enterprise system is limited by laws? Answer is A. Certain occupations must be licensed. 116. Non-corporations are taxed as pass-through entities, meaning that profits and losses are claimed on owners' personal tax returns. Option A. 117. Which of the following activities is an example of preparing before attempting to sell an idea? Answer is B. Determining the details of your idea. 118. Which of the following statement is true about business startup requirements? Answer is B. The financial needs to start a new business depend on the nature of the venture. 119. If an entrepreneur obtains a commercial bank loan to finance a new venture, he or she is often required to provide collateral. 120. The type of capital resources that a startup business need to begin operating usually depends on a industry. 121. Small business owners develop and use operating procedures so that everyday tasks are performed in a dash way, in a standard way. 122. Which of the following is an example of an intangible asset? The answer is account receivable. 123. Ethan is developing common size financial statements so that he can compare financial performance across several different companies. Ethan is conducting a dash analysis. Ethan is conducting a vertical analysis. 124. What is the relationship between shareholders and board of directors? Answer is the board of directors represents the shareholders. 125. Who typically reviews and approves the guidelines for running a corporation, which are also known as corporate governance policies? Answer: the board of directors. 126. A manufacturing company is required by the local government to dispose its waste in an environmentally safe way. This is an example of how process design can be affected by dash factors. The answer is regulatory factors. 127. Which of the following is an institution in which a business could use the budget information to make operating changes? The answer is estimated sales exceed actual sales. 128. How long from the date of inception will an entity be called as startup in India? 128 up to 10 years. If it crosses 10 years, it won't be called a startup anymore. 129. Which of the following outcomes will be delivered by successful entrepreneurs? 129. Product market expansion and or segmentation, digital reinvention of basic products and of services, fundamental transformation of industries. So the answer would be any or all of the above. 130. For success of an entrepreneurial business, which of the following is required? Answer is vision, strategy, execution. All are required. 131. Which of the following is an entrepreneurial brand of recent times in India? Answer is Thyrocare. 132. What could turn out to be risks of an entrepreneurial venture? Answer is it could be product failure, business failure, concept failure. Any failure is a risk, right? So the answer would be all of the above. 133. An entrepreneur who enters the market with a product or service which is based on new technology is called. Answer is an innovative entrepreneur. It's a new technology, right? Something new. It would be an innovation. 134. A working model of the startup product is confirmed as meeting the specification typically in the testing stage. Confirmed. Once it's tested, if it's working, it's confirmed as meeting the specifications, right? 135. Significant value destruction by entrepreneurial ventures, including bankruptcies, happened in the following industry in India. Answer is airlines industry. 136. The planned pathway to convert a vision into reality is called strategy. 137. To achieve customer acceptance, the entrepreneur must. The answer is identify the problem faced in the marketplace and find a creative solution, right? That is what an entrepreneur does. 138. For startup success, the following must be a core competence. Answer is innovation and creativity. 139. What is the stage that immediately follows ideation in an entrepreneurial journey? Answer is prototyping. See, without a prototype, you cannot test, validate, or commercialize. So the answer would be prototyping. 140. Choose the comprehensive answer for this question. Digital reinvention of customer service processes are exemplified by. Answer: Amazon, Swiggy, Shadi.com. All of the above. 141. Bitcoin is an example of. It's a blockchain technology. 142. An infrastructure that helps entrepreneurs in their early stage of the startup life cycle with plug and play facilities and other common services is called an incubator. 143. Which of the following frameworks is associated with startup entrepreneurship, especially in the phase of solution architecture to a greater degree? Answer is design thinking. 144. Which of the following best describes boot camp as a way of encouraging startups? Answer is a short, intense, tough program for startup entrepreneurs. It's like a crash course. It's a short, intense, and tough program for startup entrepreneurs. It's called a boot camp. 145. The value chain of a startup firm tends to get built in reality based on competencies that firm builds. It's not aspiration or emotion or the perception of the investors. 146. Some of the new digital startup ideas are being driven by selectivity. 147. In the electric battery prototyping, which of the following technology factors could exert the greatest influence? Answer is materials. 148. A prototype ecosystem is a microcosm of the industrial ecosystem comprehensively because a prototype requires a full value chain activity, a prototype requires design and manufacturing facilities, a prototype requires vendors and suppliers. All of the above. 149. Before embarking on an entrepreneurial journey, one must be introspective about one's own entrepreneurial passion and capability, right? It's not others. It would be one's own passion and capability. 150. Exhibit batch is a term commonly used in the product approval process in pharmaceutical industry. Exhibit batch, pharmaceutical industry. 151. Name a psychic benefit commonly felt by successful entrepreneurs. The answer is a belief that they are differentiated and distinctive. A psychic benefit commonly felt by successful entrepreneurs is that they are different and they are distinct. 152. Which of the following is probably true in respect of entrepreneurs? Answer is both A and B are true. That is, entrepreneurs could not be characterized by either extraversion or introversion. Entrepreneurs need not necessarily be formally educated or highly skilled. Both are true, right? 153. If an entrepreneur has an internal locus of control, this means that he or she has a high need of achievement. Internal locus of control means he or she has a high need for achievement. 154. The process of gathering information about trends is called scanning the environment. 155. Product quality is only one of the possible bases upon which to build a business using what strategy? Answer is B. Differentiation. 156. Many entrepreneurs choose to start businesses by themselves because they want a uncontested control. Coordination is less complicated. Profit will only go to the founder. All of the above, right? 157. Which of the following technique is an excellent method for initially screening ideas and concepts in addition to generating new ideas? The answer would be understanding the environment. It's similar to scanning the environment. 158. Which of the following is true regarding the startups? Technology centric, scalable, replicable. All of the above, right? 159. According to David McClelland, achievement motivation, which of the following is true for an entrepreneur? So according to David McClelland, high need for achievement is true for an entrepreneur. 160. Which of the following shows the process of creating something new? 160. We've already looked at this. It is called innovation. 161. Which of the following is not related to opportunity identification? Answer is causation. It is not related to opportunity identification. 162. A business plan should include technical analysis, market analysis, financial analysis. Answer is all of the above. 163. Which of the following is not a personal characteristic often found in entrepreneurs? Entrepreneur is usually not a follower. He is self-confident, independent-minded and perceptive, but he is usually not a follower. 164. Which of the following is level of learning? Answer is cognitive, emotional and behavior. All of the above are levels of learning. 165. Disruptive innovation generally targets which segment? Answer is low income segment. 166. Which of the following is not a financial ratio? Divergent ratio is not a financial ratio. 167. Dividing the market into niche is referred to as segmentation. 168. The more you understand your competitors, the more effectively you can dash. Answer is position your enterprise. 169. Which of the following customer groups can be targeted using discount cards, pass out free coffee coupons at events, and offer entertainment on weekends? The answer is students. 170. Having more than one customer segment can be beneficial as it helps maintain consistent business throughout the year. 171. The central construct in an entrepreneurship is opportunity. 172. Stress can be coped by doing all of the above, right? Yoga, meditation, exercise. Double diamond model helps in new venture ideation. 174. Educate, stimulate, and incubate can be used in helping student startups. 175. Hands-on learning can be best taught through case study analysis, entrepreneurship audit, entrepreneur profiling, all of the above. 176. Industry, academia, government linkages in an academic campus helps in propagating new business ideas, sourcing business problems to work, getting government's perspective of business issues. The answer is all of the above. 177. The task of strategy choice involves developing plans and activities which will improve the organization's performance and competitive position. Option A. 178. Which one of them is a type of innovation? Answer is disruption is a type of innovation, disruptive innovation. 179. Creativity primary involves ideas. 180. Which one of them is a test to assess creativity among students? Torrance test. 181. One of the major aspects of innovation is marketing. 182. Age is considered to be inversely proportional to creativity. As age increases, creativity decreases. 183. Which is not one of the chief characteristics of an entrepreneur? Desire for control of people. 184. Most entrepreneurs should be categorized as innovators. 185. With persistent problem solving, entrepreneurs dash. Answer is think anything is possible. 186. One factor not found in high achievers is failure to listen to feedback. 187. When entrepreneurs believe that their accomplishments and setbacks are within their own control and influence, they are exhibiting internal locus of control. We have already looked at this. 188. In starting or buying a new business, the higher the reward, answer greater the risk. 189. Which of the following may be greatest risk to the well-being of an entrepreneur? Answer is psychic risk. 190. Stress can be dealt by networking and delegating. It's not going to improve by working harder. 191. Which of the following is not a way to combat stress? Answer is ignoring coping mechanisms. 192. Maximum number of partners in case of banking business partnership form. Answer B 10. 193. Minimum number of members for formation of public limited company is 7. Limited liability partnership firms turnover should not exceed rupees dash lakhs for being exempted from audit. Answer 40 lakhs. 195. Which of the following is not a legal business structure in India? Answer limited liability company. 196. Which of the following factors has the least influence on plant capacity? Answer C. Organizational condition. 197. Which of the following is not a relevant not relevant in judging the appropriateness of technology. Answer C. Whether the technology comes from the Orient manufacturers. 198. The choice of technology is generally not influenced by the ease of operation. 199. Proximity to the source of a raw material may not be very important for refineries, right? For a cement plant or a steel plant, proximity to the source of raw material is kind of important. 200. Which one of the following is not a source of positive net present value? Answer: industry stranding, no growth. 201. What is an elevator pitch? So, elevator pitch is a brief persuasive speech. So, you can consider it as you are in an elevator with a businessman and you are pitching your idea to him. By the time the elevator reaches the top floor, or the time you spend in an elevator, it's like a fast brief speech, and you can persuade the businessman to um, you know help you. Okay, it's an elevator pitch. You can just use elevator as the keyword. 202. Ethos, pathos, logos are tools used for persuasion. Self actualization needs on the job are fulfilled by participating in a training program. 204. The attitude of Indian government machinery towards entrepreneurial development is non-corporative. Sad. 205. According to a sociological approach, entrepreneurship process of role performance. It's not process of sensibility or economic change. It's of role performance. 206. Which of the following attitudes is not generally associated with successful entrepreneurship? Answer is status quo in business. 207. The function of entrepreneur are to imagine a business idea, to study project feasibility, to set up an enterprise, all of the above. 208. Which of the following sentence is not a characteristic of an entrepreneur? Answer: managerial training. 209. An entrepreneur is born and made both, right? 210. Entrepreneurship fails to lead partnership firm. 211. Dash gives financial assistance to entrepreneurs. Answer: ICICI. 212. Social and economic development of a nation is the result of entrepreneur. 213. The future of entrepreneurial India is bright. 214. Entrepreneurial Development Institute of India was established by Gujarat government. 215. Entrepreneurship is ensured by larger firm. In India, entrepreneurial development program is necessary. 217. Entrepreneurial development program provides self-employment. 218. Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory is governed by the fact that people are politically motivated by needs. 219. Critical evaluation points for entrepreneurial development programs are organizational policies, lack of suitable selection process, lack of quality of technical and vocational education and training. Answer is all of the above. 220. Entrepreneurship fails to lead. 220. We've already looked at this. It's a partnership form. 221. An entrepreneur is said to be promoter of economic development and motivator of economic development. So the answer is both of the above. 222. Which of the following sentence is inconsistent in the context of entrepreneur? He is owner of the business, it's true. He's a risk taker, it it's true. Uh, he operates production activities. It's not true, right? He searches out business opportunities. It's also true. So he operates production activities. It is inconsistent. 223. Which of the following companies has been successful startup of the decade of 2000s in India? Answer: Flipkart. 224. India's startup movement has flourished significantly in the following domain. In the e-commerce and digital domain, a lot of startups have come up, right? 225. The government of India has launched the following initiative a few years ago to drive the startup movement in India. Startup India. It's called Startup India. 226. Self-employment among rural and indigent population is supported by the following type of financial institution in India. Answer is mega finance institutions. 227. One of the most famous startup ecosystems founded by a premier educational institute in India is IIT Madras Research Park. Premier Educational Institute, right? So you can assume it would be an IIT. 228. Which of the following is a successful medtech startup? Answer is Practo. So through Practo you can book an appointment with a doctor and talk to a doctor online. It's something like that. 229. The success of a startup is popularly measured by the following: valuation and unicorn status. 230. Most startup enterprises when they are founded would be small scale enterprises. 231. Which of the following statement is true? Hint: there could be more than one right answer. So if they have given you a hint, what would be the answer? It would be all of the above. You don't even have to look. So let's read. Every large company today would have been an entrepreneurial startup in the inception. Even larger companies could be an entrepreneurial in approach. Entrepreneurship drives the economic growth of a nation. All are true, right? 232. A working model of startup product prior to commercialization is usually called prototype. So you make prototype even during your school science projects. You would have made prototypes. 233. Who among the following is a famous healthcare entrepreneur? 233. The answer is Dr. Pratap Reddy. 234. Significant value destruction by entrepreneurial ventures, including bankruptcies, happened in the following industry in India. Which industry is that? The answer is airlines industry. I think we've already looked at this question. 235. Apart from creative competence, startup founders must have the following more than anything else. Answer is strong passion. 236. The planned pathway to convert a vision into reality is called strategy. 237. To achieve customer acceptance, the entrepreneur must identify the problem faced in the marketplace and find a creative solution. 238. Shadi.com, an online matchmaking service, is an example of the following startup model. The answer is creating an accessible digital database for potential bridegrooms and their family. It's true. Subscription based business service model. It's also true. Digital reinvention of the established process. So the answer would be all of the above. 239. For startup success, the following must be a core technical competence. Answer is innovation and creativity. 240. Valuation of a startup improves with all the above three occurring seamlessly and successfully. What are the above three? With only proof of concept, proof of product, and proof of business. 241. The following doyen of the industry has been investing in startups after his retirement. Who is that? Ratan Tata. Obviously, right? 242. The following institution has been a pioneer in online education in India for the last several years, reflecting the entrepreneurial approaches of the Government of India and select IITs. 242. Answer is NPTEL. Thyrocare was established as a startup in 243. Answer is medical diagnosis. Thyrocare, it would be medical. 244. As a startup, Nirma, the indigenous home detergent powder maker, demonstrated the importance of Product positioning and marketing. Everybody knows the ad washing powder Nirma, right? 245. Name the iconic leader of consumer electronics who proved that even a college dropout can be a highly successful entrepreneur and a transformational leader. The answer is Steve Jobs. 246. What was common between Microsoft, Apple, HP, and Sony during their startup and early growth phases? Answer is all companies were co-founded. It was not founded by a single person. There were other people. They were founded together by a few people. 247. Which city of India is known as the Silicon Valley of India? Everybody knows the answer. It's Bengaluru. 248. Vijay Shekhar Sharma, Baiju Ravindran are few names that successfully describe the term. 248. Entrepreneurs. You can read more about Baiju Ravindran because of the fall of Baijus and everything. 249. The abbreviation IP denotes intellectual property. 250. The periodic blog published by successful IP organization is owned by the organization. 251. India offers IP protection to how many IPs? 7 or 8. 252. Can we protect the shape of a soda bottle? Can we? Yes. 253. Can a school science project be utilized to mint money using IP as a competitive advantage? Answer is yes, if they satisfy the qualifying criteria for intellectual property protection. MSME means micro, small and medium enterprise. 255. Following are types of IP. Answer: patent designs, copyright, trademark, both A and B. 256. Research parks mean place to carry and facilitate new research via collaboration. 257. India startup Meesho raised a huge funding and was backed by Facebook. It is first single ecosystem that will enable all small business to succeed online. 258. An individual who initiates, creates and manages a new business can be called again an entrepreneur. 259. Trademarks relate to brand identity, right? 260. Which could provide an individual with the motivation to start a new business venture? The financial reward, decide to be independent and risk taking, all of the above. Which of the following factors would not be included in a PESEL analysis? Answer is competitor activity is not included in a PESEL analysis. 262. Which industrial sector tends to naturally promote small scale business and entrepreneurship and generally has lower barriers to market entry? 262. The answer is service. So service, you can do any kind of service and you don't need anything, right? Even if you start a channel like this, an educational channel on YouTube, it is providing a service and it has lower barriers to market entry. 263. Why are small businesses important to a country's economy? Answer: I think we've already looked at this. It's all of the above. 264. A business arrangement where only one party allows another party to use a business name and sell its products or service is known as a franchisee. 265. Which of the following is the reason for business failure? So it's lack, poor, negative options, all of the above. 266. The use of informal networks by entrepreneurs to gather information is known as entrepreneurial networking. Good sources of information for an entrepreneur about competitors can be obtained from all of the above. It can be obtained from website, product information leaflets, company reports and published accounts. 268. A new venture's business plan is important because it helps to persuade others to commit funding to the venture, can help demonstrate the viability of the venture, provides a guide for business activities by defining objectives. 269. Primary data is data that is collected. Second. I'm sorry, it's not data that's collected. Second, what am I saying? New data specifically collected for a project. It's a new data specifically collected for a project. 270. Innovation can be best defined as, that is the successful exploitation of new ideas. 271. Which of these statements best describe the context of entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship takes place in a wide variety of contexts. 272. Entrepreneurs are motivated by money, personal values, pull influences, all of the above. 273. Which of the following are described as one of the big 5 personality traits? Answer is need for achievement. 274. Which of the following is least likely to influence the timing of new business births? Answer, weather conditions. 275. Which of the following statement is false? Market segmentation is a useful process for small business to undertake. Selling is essentially a matching process. The benefit is the value of product feature to a customer. It is a good idea for small business to compete solely on price. To compete solely on price, no, right? 276. The purpose of all good small business strategy is to achieve stated objectives. 277. Which of the following is a recognized disadvantage of setting up as a startup as compared with other routes to market entry? The answer is there is high failure rate. 278. Someone legally appointed to resolve the financial difficulties of an insolvent firm is called. We have already looked at this. It's an administrator. 279. Goods or services reach the marketplace through marketing channels. Now it's like a revision. The questions are being repeated again and again. 280. To provide financial assistance to the entrepreneurs, the government has set up a number of financial institutions. State industrial corporations engage in the development of, now it's a new question, industrial estates. Okay. State industrial corporations, industrial, keyword. 282. IFCI is the first development bank of the country and it stands for Industrial Finance Corporation of India. IFCI has been converted into a joint stock company. Okay. 285. SIDBI was set up as a subsidiary of IDBI. 286. Which of the following is the function of SIDBI? Providing factoring services. SFIC is prohibited from granting financial assistance to any company whose aggregate paid up capital exceed 1 crore. 288. SIPCOT's financial assistance is in the form of term loan, seed capital scheme, underwriting the capital issues. The answer is all of the above. 289. The Business Development Department of SIPCOT guides entrepreneurs in, answer is applying for licenses, approval on collaboration, allocation of scarce raw material. The answer is all of the above. 290. TIIC is sponsored by Government of Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu TT. 291. In backward areas, term loans for expansion or setting up a new unit are available at concessional terms. 292. A commercial banker would prefer a dash debt equity ratio over the years that indicates financial strength of a unit. We have looked at this. Declining. EDP scores contain all of the above. Entrepreneurial Guidance Bureau EGB was set up by IIC. 295. Dash can be defined as a specifically evolved work plan to achieve a specific objective within a specific period of time. It's a project. Large investment is made in fixed asset, capital intensive. PERT stands for Program Evaluation and Review Techniques. 298. Dash is used to accomplish the project economically in the minimum available time with project scheduling. 299. Dash is a form of financing, especially for funding high technology, high risk, and perceived high reward projects. Venture capital. 300. In Dash, machines and equipments are arranged in the order of sequence which they are to be used for manufacturing the project. Answer: product layout. The term Dash denotes bonus or financial aid which is given by government to an industry to help it compete with other units. Answer: bounty. The granting of cash subsidy on the capital investment is called central investment subsidy. New small scale industries are exempted from paying the income tax under investment allowance. Dash is primarily concerned with the identification of optimal technology. We've already looked at this. It's techno-economic analysis. 305. Dash refers to some action which is time-consuming effort necessary to complete a specific event. Answer: an activity. 306. Dash is a graphical representation. We've already looked at this. It's a network diagram. 307. Activities which must be finished before a given event can occur are termed as preceding activities. 308. Subcontracting is a beneficiary relationship between two companies. Which two companies? Mutually and commercial. 309. Market potential of a project report includes demand and supply condition, market strategy, after sales service, all of the above. 310. Every entrepreneur should draw a dash for his project to ensure the timely completion of all activities involved in setting up an enterprise. Answer: implementation plan. 311. Dash describes the direction the enterprise is going in, which its goals are, where it wants to be, and how it is going to get there. Answer is A. Project report. Dash. Today, many companies are using managerial techniques that are designed to encourage ethical behavior. 313. Entrepreneurial development is the key to achieve all-round dash through acceleration of industrial and entrepreneurial activities. Answer is economic development. 314. SWOT analysis is a dash tool. It's a conceptual tool. So SWOT is strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. 315. NABARD is a bank for dash development. Answer is agricultural and rural development. Thank you.